Yo, what's up, everybody? You're now tuned into another edition of Riding with Purpose. It's go time, it's game time. We about to go ahead and tap in, guys. It's feeling good out here in ATL. It felt like it was about 68, 66 degrees. You see, I got my Got Purpose hoodie. D1, I see you checking in. Javal, Javelin, I see you checking in. Innovative Butterfly, I see you checking in. Marcel, I see you checking in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Fadeologist, I see you in the building. I'm excited about tonight. I am excited. Fly Sexy Lover, I see you tuning in. What a handle. Tara Lee, I see you checking in. Angel, I see you checking in. Appreciate you guys, man. We definitely gonna inspire you tonight. If you guys have questions, make sure you throw a question down. Hit the question marks. Chrissy 2 Prissy, I see you. Michelle, I see you. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. If you got a question, hit that question mark button for our guests, and we'll get to that question. All right, Jay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring you in, man. We're not gonna hold it long. Go ahead and let's see. Let me share this out. We'll bring our guests in here shortly, ladies and gentlemen. C. Sanders, I see you on the check-in. Dream catchers are in the building. Pat and Honey 11, I see you. Salute, man. Chris Squirrel checking in. Antonio checking in. Yes, sir. Dreamcatcher's in the building. All right, let's see if we can get Jay in here. Worldwide, we worldwide, D1. Man, I love this caricature too. You know who did that, right? Drop his handle down in the comments, Mr. Cole. I don't know it by heart. Kansas City is in the building. We got Indianapolis in the building, ATL in the building on the check-in tonight. Kansas City on the check-in. Where y'all from? Y'all comment where y'all from so I can know where y'all tuning in from. Let me put this out here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the atmosphere. I'm looking for a black, Nola's in the building, Pensacola, Florida in the building, North Carolina's in the building. What's up, man? I appreciate y'all's support. Hey, y'all follow Nick _Turner Caricatures. Dallas in the building. That young man's the one that created that caricature. I'm looking for a black-owned water company. South Carolina in the building. What's up? I appreciate y'all. We got support all around the world. Thank you guys for supporting the movement, rocking with purpose, riding with purpose. I'm looking for a black-owned company that has alkaline water, pH 8 or higher. I'm looking to partner and collaborate with you guys, so I'm just putting it out there in the atmosphere. 4PF on the check-in. What's happening? That 4PF is Atlanta-based. I know what time it is. What up? Let's see where you at, Jay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, buddy?
Yes, sir. What's going on, bro?
Oh, man, everything is good, man. Everything is good. Been
Man, you
anticipating that all week.
yeah, bro. I've been looking forward to this too, bro, man. Feel like we just did a Superman Clark Kent. I was just up there at the barber shop, and then we just jumped out of character back into something else, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, we
For
had a good
sure.
time, man. I appreciate you coming through.
Now, man, I appreciate you coming on the show. We got True Beauty Sea Moss that's jumped in the building. Hey, look, I'm gonna link up with you guys next week. I need to get another jar of that mango sea moss. I'm all man. That mango sea moss is the truth. Y'all follow True Beauty Sea Moss that just came in on the check-in. But we're not gonna prolong the time, guys. Last week I had on one of my mentors, and I feel like mentorship is the key. I feel like if you're looking for that bag, the true bag, it's in mentorship. If you really want to take your life to the next level, no matter what level of life, if it's mental, spiritual, financial, from a relationship standpoint, you need a mentor or mentors. And I've patterned myself on finding people or seeking out people whose path I like to follow. Something about their life from a business standpoint, a personal standpoint, that I appreciate and I value, and so I lean on those people. And last week I had one of my mentors on, Demetrius, and today I have one of my other mentors, John Douglas. John is the CEO of Fadeologist Barbershop, and I met John. It's been quite some time now. I was going to a barbershop off Winter's Chapel, and at the time I was getting cut by one of his barbers, Jermaine. And this was when I had braids, and I decided to go ahead and make that transition to come out of the braids. I was in a comfort zone, so I ended up cutting my hair. And so at that time, John ended up opening up another shop.
That's right.
Off Sugarloaf Parkway. In that location, Grace and Mercy, I see you on the check-in. That location was closer to me than going down 85 to Winter's Chapel. And so I hit him up. I said, yo, Jay, man, I'm gonna start coming to you, man. You think you could cut me? You know, I was, man, a guy and his barber, man, that's a very sensitive relationship.
That's right.
It's a sacred relationship. So you have to ask those questions. And so I was like, man, you think you cut me? He said, man, come on through. So I was a little nervous. I was treading lightly because I didn't know how he was gonna cut me. And so I sat down in the chair and bro just, you know how the barber pull you back and just kind of examine you. You know, he is examining because he ain't never cut me. Now he's always seen me get cut, but he's never cut me. So he stepped back and looked, and then he started cutting me, man. And here we are in 2020. He's still my barber, and throughout that time, I've learned so much from this brother, from a personal standpoint and also from a business branding standpoint. When you look at One Purpose Mime, the brand, you're looking at a piece of John Douglas and Fadeologist Barbershop, how he markets, how he carries his brand, the professionalism of his brand, how clean cut his brand is. When you look at One Purpose Mime, you see a piece of John and Fadeologist Barbershop, of me coming to his shop, just looking and observing, then later asking questions. Because when I first started going, I never asked questions about the shop. I just observed. And then once I really launched into, John was a big advocate of me going ahead and incorporating my business, One Purpose Mime LLC. He was real big in doing that, helping me do that. And so I started asking questions about business. And so John started providing me with just resources, not only just for business, but just for my personal life as a man. And so today I like to present to you guys no other than, one of the best barber to me, the best barber in the world, John H.F. Douglas. Y'all welcome to Riding with Purpose.
All right. Man, thank you so much for just welcoming me on your show, bro. Again, this has been anticipated for quite some time, at least by me, from me. And I'm just so happy to be here, bro. You have such a large platform now. You know, I've seen you prosper. I've seen you grow. Man, you've been, you call me mentor. Bro, you inspire me every time I see you on the internet. just to, just put it out there, man. I've cried many times just watching you mime, bro, because I see the spirit in which you perform. I know it's not you. I know it's of God.
That's
And,
right.
you just inspire the world, man. And I appreciate you inspiring them. And most importantly, I really appreciate you inspiring me, man. Keep up the good job. Uh, of course, your business is One Purpose Mom, and just having that purpose. Even though you say, One Purpose Mom, that one incorporates you, but um, that purpose, man, we all have a purpose in life, and not that it's just one purpose, but we have several purposes sometimes, but we can't always focus on everything we're put here for. It's just one step at a time. That number one is very, very significant. I understand it. And most importantly, man, we just trying to just live out our life. Most importantly, um, a lot of times before it becomes a gift, it has to become a passion. You know what I mean? Um, Things that we're gifted with, just because it's a gift doesn't mean that does not mean that we don't have to work on it. So
right.
again, a lot of times we fall in love with something before we get good at it. You see what I'm saying? And so when you have that passion turns into a gift, not just for you, but for others. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what
Absolutely.
that's what that one purpose mind is all about.
Absolutely, bro. Bro, I want to be able to take the people that are watching now, and I see you guys checking in. We got Brandon, Cherry, or more just checked in. I want to be able to take the people that are watching down the journey.
Okay.
I want them to understand where you came from and how you got started in 1995 when Fadeologist was established in birth. And bro, over that time, bro, you've had a lot of accomplishment, bro. That's just a few that I know of. 2016, 2017, Steve Harvey Neighborhood Awards for the best barbershop. 2015, 16, 17, and 18, Best of Gwinnett. You are a corporate sponsor for Central Gwinnett High School. Bro, you got a lot of accomplishments. And so I know there are times in life where we face difficulties, bro, where life just knock us off track.
That's right.
Bro, tell the people about a time in life where you felt like you was knocked backwards and you had to shake it out. Because when you talk about developing that winning mindset, bro, these accomplishments, bro, you winning. You winning. You at your peak, bro. And so when you hit that roadblock in life that kind of shook you, bro, tell us, bro, how were you able to get back on track? Tell us about that time, bro, when life hit you and you had to kind of regroup and get back in your zone.
Well, I tell you what, man. This happened way back in college in 1992. Again, I talked about your passion and your gift. I had a passion to cut hair long before I became good at it. I just had friends that allowed me to cut their hair. Fell in love with it. Again, it was my passion. A few years down the road, it became a gift.
Yeah.
As soon as God felt like I was good enough, He kind of set me out there. But He set me out there by allowing me to be in college at this time. And while in college, of course, I made my living by DJing and cutting hair. And so in 1992, my dad lost his job. And so because of his downfall, that became my uplift. And so he, a few months thereafter, he got diagnosed with colon cancer. And so at this time, again, I was cutting hair, I was in school. And because of that, I had to drop out. And during that short period while I was out, it gave me an opportunity to really, really hone my craft of cutting hair. Back then, we used the telephone book, the Yellow Pages.
Wow.
So Yellow Pages and looked up barbershops. And this barbershop called Stanley's Barbershop in Statesboro, Georgia. I went to Georgia Southern, by the way. And I called there. And timing is everything, because I called there, and they were the first people in the phone book that I called. And they said they were hiring. So again, it started off as a passion. It became a gift. And then shortly thereafter, it became just a blessing for me and for others. And I really hate to be long-winded, but to
No,
really
go
grasp,
ahead. Go ahead.
you know, what I went through, I have to just tell it in detail. You know what I
Come
mean?
on.
And so, my brother, I had a choice of either dropping out of school, coming home, and possibly never coming back, or continue to thrive, continue to shoot for my goal. And my goal at that time was not even to cut hair for a living, but just to get through college.
Yeah.
So Stanley's Barbershop, the barbers there, I went there one day to cut a demo. Um, I just invited myself in and asked them, could I bring somebody to cut? And so, you know, with that winning mindset, I went in there. I cut one of my best friends named Demetrius Brundage. They saw what I could do. They gravitated towards me, and they gave a young, wild college boy a chance. And
Yeah.
because of my dad's downfall, again, that became my uplift. Um, and it's all about preparation. I prepared myself for this moment, not even knowing it. That's why sometimes when God puts things in your heart, man, you got to do it. You got to pursue it. And so, long story short, the first day that I ever cut in that barbershop, I knew that I wanted to do this long term. Okay. And ended up graduating from college, ended up paying my last 3 years of school by way of cutting hair. And because it was so good to me, that's why I cherish it, man. You know, barbering saved my life. And I'm very compassionate about it. I know what it can do. I know what it's done for me. And again, part of having that winning mind spirit, sometimes you have to lose. And my loss came through the loss of what my dad went through. But thank God, he just turned 80 on August 31st. He's still here
Yeah.
with us. I'm still here in business. And again, because of that downfall, that's what helped me to hone my craft and become serious about cutting hair. Now, long before that, back in 1990, I said that I wanted to have a barbershop, but I had no idea I would be working at it. And that's
Yeah.
when I came up with the name Fadeologist. I was just talking to one of my roommates, and I said, man, you know, one day I want to own a barbershop called Fadeologist. Not even knowing 2 years down the road that I was going to be cutting hair in a barbershop. And so shortly thereafter, I ended up graduating college. And literally 2 months after I graduated, I opened up my own business, man. I've been in business since July 11th, 1995. And of course, that's how I got acquainted with you, by you coming to and acquainting yourself, man, and becoming a customer Fadeologist, man. And I really appreciate it, my brother. I really, really.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
Absolutely,
man,
man.
again, that was just, you know, what I went through. I didn't let it beat me up because I had a winning mind spirit. You have to get creative sometimes, just like this thing called COVID-19. We've seen so many businesses start because of this curse, man. And
Yep.
those people that have a winning mindset, the you see the different creativity that this
Yep.
COVID-19 is. You know what I'm
That's
saying? So sometimes when you come out of the mud, you just don't know how clean you're gonna come out. You gotta just stay creative. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I see Brant, I see B checking in, I see miracles underscore blessings on the check in, underscore tizzle. I see y'all. Appreciate you guys tuning in to us tonight. We're talking about developing a winning mindset, bro. How important is vision when winning, bro? How important is having a vision, bro? Knowing where you're going, uh, the path you want to take along your journey, bro. How important was vision to you, bro?
Well, I'll tell you what. When you ask me that question about vision, the first thing I think about is a GPS. Have you ever used a GPS before?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Most of us have. And without that GPS, without that guide, a lot of times we get lost. We don't know where we're going. So it's very important that we take time to write down our thoughts. Sometimes thoughts, a lot of times thoughts end up helping you create your vision.
Yeah.
And so vision is so important, man, because it's just like a GPS. It's your guide to help you get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
You know, you have your long-term goals a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, but you also have to do what? set your vision for every day.
Right.
You know, when you at night before you go to bed, you kind of go over the things that you need to take care of tomorrow. When you wake up the next morning, jot down the things that you need to do.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
And again, those visions, those daily visions are like bricks in a wall, or bricks on a building. You have to add one brick at a time. Each vision is like a brick to a building. So if you have enough visions, eventually you will create that statue, that building that you're trying to create.
Absolutely, no doubt. We got a question. I want to make sure we get the question from the innovative butterfly. She said, winning mindset, how do you maintain it? How do you maintain a winning mindset, bro?
Well, this right here. I use the Falcons as an example.
Come on.
We lost horribly today. But guess what? They're not going to give up, and I'm not going to give up on them. In other words, what I'm saying is, I'm not going to give up on myself. That winning, that mindset, that winning mindset that we're all in search of is right inside us. When you get down, get back up. When you get beat up, fight back. Just keep going. Anything that you can grab on to get traction, that's what you do. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that winning mindset, a lot of people aren't born with it. But it doesn't mean that you can't develop it. You got to just keep trying over and over again. A lot of times, our blessings shouldn't be for us. It should be for others. For example, you've heard of planting a seed, right? So yeah. We've all heard about planting that seed. But at the same time, before you can even plant a seed, that seed has to go through a process. That seed has to dry out. It has to be put on the shelf or wherever they put these seeds before they can even be planted. And so that's just like you. You have to be or have a certain mindset. You have to put your mind on the shelf. You have to put yourself on the shelf and let your thoughts marinate. Not to just sit there and get old. But not only that, once you have that seed, which is your vision, you have to plant that seed. But you just can't get that seed and just throw it on the ground. You know, farmers, for example, they use seeds all the time. You know, what they do is essential. If it were not for them, we wouldn't be able to eat. Just like some of our crafts, you know, our blessings are not just for us, but they're for other people as well, even though we may benefit from them financially. So you have this farmer, he plants a seed. He has to clear off the land. He has to till the land. He has to do what? He has to get it prepared.
That's right.
For the seed. And even so, that seed is really just faith because you don't know what's going to happen.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And it's not like he just plants one seed. He plants seed after seed after seed. You see what I'm saying? That's how you create a garden. That's how you create the whole farming system. You know, and you can have a farming system for your life. And so, even after you plant those seeds, it's no guarantee. You're going to have people that come into your life called weeds. Okay?
Right.
You have to do what? You have to pull those weeds away from your life. You have to get those weeds, throw them to the side, move on to the next task. You see what I'm saying? At that next task, you may see rocks that's prohibiting the roots of your seed from growing. What do you have to do? Lighten the load, get rid of your rocks. After that, you have to just keep watering it. You know, they say the definition of insanity is what? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Me, myself, I disagree with that. I think that you have to do things over and over again. I think that you have to almost be insane about your vision. You understand what I'm saying? You have to water that plant over and over again just to perhaps break the surface of where you're trying to go to. You know what I mean? And eventually, man, if you just keep tending that ground, tending your garden is your lane. Yeah. Eventually, man, you're going to come across some seeds that are going to harvest themselves. You know what I mean? And believe you me, when it's time to harvest, it's time to eat, bro. And it's going to be no stopping us at that time.
No, we got to eat, bro. We got to stay eating, man. Man, it's heavy tonight, man. I mean, Guys, he's dropping some jewels. We see Faith on Purpose on the check-in. The underscore sheet now found on the check-in. Felix Turner, Mr. Turner, I see you. He's dropping some jewels tonight. I hope y'all grabbing it. I hope y'all grabbing it. Bro, one thing I've always admired about you, bro, is your ability to evolve, bro, as a barbershop. I mean, no offense, no shade to barbershops out there, but if you haven't been to Fadeologist barbershop, you haven't met the standard yet. You haven't met the standard yet. I'm saying it now. If you have not been to Fadeologist barbershop, this is the standard of barbershops. And I promise you, I'm not capping. Anybody that's been inside of Fadeologist can attest to what I'm saying.
Thank you.
I mean, uniform across every barber. Every barber's talking the same language. If you walk in there right now, every chair is lined up perfectly with the apron on the back of the chair. I mean, bro, come on. I noticed this now. I'm watching now. I'm watching. Everything is in uniform. Not only at Fadeologist #2, but when you go down the street to Fadeologist #1, it's the exact same way. Jay is building an enterprise, y'all. I'm here to tell you. He's building an enterprise that's going to be the standards for barbershops around the world. So any barber that's on the check-in that's checking this out, Mental Dialogue, I see you. Any barber that's on the check-in, up-and-coming barbers, if you want to get the blueprint of how to develop and grow as a barber, and until some point you want to run your own barbershop, go check out Fadeologist. And what I love about Jay is this. Man, he's grooming these barbers to do their own thing.
Amen, bro.
That's what mentorship is about. Mentorship is not about me keeping you to myself.
That's right.
It's about me pouring into you and you going out. You going out doing your own thing. And that's one thing I love. It's so selfless. Because John could easily say, man, no, man, you got to stay here with me. No, he's like, man, go ahead and fly. Go ahead and fly. That's one thing I've always honored about you, bro. And it speaks volumes, man, is that you coach and you develop young barbers, bro, even old barbers, for them to go out and do their own thing, bro. And if they come back or not, bro, I'm telling you, man, bro, I honor you and respect you for that, bro. Because and see, look at this person, Lorinda said, a real boss put others in position to eat. That's what I'm talking about.
Right, that's right, that's right.
That's what I'm talking. You ain't a boss unless you putting people in position to eat with you.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
And I know I'm excited, man. I'm excited because this is what it's all about, y'all.
Right.
This is what it's about, man. True mentorship is about putting people beside you, in front of you, that can go ahead and duplicate what you poured into them.
That's right.
That's all it's about. Bro, man, bro, we fired up tonight. This is good. Appreciate y'all checking in. Bro, there are many things that you're involved in, bro. Man, you got life grooming tools, your nonprofit organization. You participate Toys for Tots. I know every year you do Toys for Tots.
Yeah.
You got young men come into the shop and they do things around the shop. Like I said, you're a sponsor for Central Connect. Bro, how are you able to maintain a winning mindset and still execute at a high level in all the other things? And I forgot your ATM business and then your home life, bro. How are you still able to execute at a high level, bro, and still manage all these other things, bro? How are you able to do that?
Well, number one, as you said, having that winning mindset. You know, and I know to be successful, you have to have more than one stream of income. You have to put yourself in position to receive what's called residual income. And just, again, you have to get out there and experiment. You have to try. We talked about it earlier. You have to plant. When you are planting seeds, you can't just plant nothing but corn. You got to experiment. You have to what? Plant some beans or some collard greens. You know, you got to. And I'm speaking in layman's terms. That's why I keep referring to the farmer. So at the same time, when you are tilling the corn, you have to also till what? The ATM business. So you're doing all this stuff at the same time. The hardest part is just, you know, starting the business, man. Once you get committed to doing something, you'll find time to do it. Bottom line. Who are you? You're Dwayne. You are a brother. You are a father. You are a son. You are a uncle. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you have those 4 different responsibilities, and you're doing it just fine. It's the same thing in business. You know, again, I'm a barber. I have my own nonprofit organization, have my ATM business, and at the same time too, you also have to have time to give back. So that's where we, give free haircuts to the community for back to school. We also cut hair for the homeless. As you mentioned earlier, we do toys for tots. Hopefully, between now and 2021, man, I really want to start working with some veterans, man. Since I'm a veteran myself, I served 8 years in the United States Navy Reserve, and that's actually part of Life Grooming Tools, where we groom people and give them the tools of life, be it physically, financially, spiritually. It's all about just giving back tools to these people to help them become better people. And
Yeah.
and that's really what it's all about, man. Just staying versatile. Um, you've heard, I'm pretty sure you read that book, Who Moved My Cheese? And if you hadn't, you got to read that book, man. It's called Who Moved My Cheese? And it's about 4 rats, man, that are living in the rat race trying to get out. And a lot of times we sit up and we get comfortable.
Yeah.
And before you know it, things have changed. And you're asking yourself, well, who moved my cheese? By that time, if you're asking that question, it's already too late. You have to already stay on point with what you're trying to do. And most businesses, man, run off just small details. We talked about it earlier. You can't be successful unless you have a process. It's all about process and procedures. I asked you a while back, does McDonald's, and this is not a hit on them, but does McDonald's make the best hamburgers? No, they don't. But it's process and procedures. They take you in, they get you out, you get a hamburger, and you're on your way.
Yeah.
Simple as
You
that.
know, bro, something you said key, bro. I think in order to have a true winner's mindset, you have to have a plan in place.
That's right.
Uh, when you don't plan, like they say, you plan to fail.
That's right.
When you started, bro, before you got your first barber shop, what was that planning process like, bro? Like, because I'm sure you had to have money. Um, you had to kind of have an idea what you wanted your shop to look like, bro. How important was planning, bro? Because that was your first one. After you do your first one, you're able to your second one, your third one. It's a little bit easier.
Right.
So
Right.
for people that are just getting started, um, in whatever it is they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
how important was laying the foundation before you even got the building, bro? What
Dude,
all did you have to do?
dude, let me just be honest with you, man. The foundation was being made at Georgia Southern before I even made a plan. The foundation was me being persistent in cutting hair. Um, when I bought my first barbershop, I didn't have any money. I just did what was called creative borrowing. Okay, I didn't have any credit. I borrowed a few dollars from a couple of friends of the family, borrowed a few dollars from my parents, and I might have had a couple of $100 saved up myself. But we went in there and negotiated. The first barbershop, it was all about just trying to be in business. It looked nothing like it looks now. Not saying that it's looking elite, but I bought into a turnkey operation. Okay, again, I borrowed creatively, and we bought the barbershop, and I turned the key, and we started cutting hair. All I wanted to do was brand the name at first, brand that name Fadeologist, and then we eventually started evolving to creating a logo. We evolved into literally designing, a cookie cutter business. what you are, beginning to see now. And even through that, my brother, as the owner of the barbershop, I've done so many side jobs. I've been blessed, man, to have never had to work for anyone, for my major income. Not knocking anyone that does, because we have to have people to work to keep the world functioning, right? Yeah. So I've cleaned office buildings. To be honest, when I first opened up the new location back in 2008, because of that, I had to humble myself, man, and wake up 3 o'clock every morning just to throw newspapers. You see what I'm saying?
I remember that.
Yeah. Money was so tight, and I didn't want to lose any ground. Like I said, sometimes, man, just to get leverage, you got to just pull on to anything you can pull on to. And so throwing newspapers was what I pulled on to. And, believe it or not, man, what I made from them helped me get through. So cutting hair on the side helped me get through. And beyond that winning mindset, you cannot have a winning mindset by yourself. You got to have people beside you. You have to have people in front of you. Have something that you can model yourself after. You understand what I'm saying? And again, it's all about teamwork, my brother. You got to have a team. And believe it or not, your team doesn't have to do the same thing as you. You and I don't do the same thing, but believe you me, you are a captain on my team, because, bro, you hold me accountable. You ask me, is everything all right? You ask questions. You make sure that I'm okay. You understand what I'm saying? And you always leave me with a boost, man. Always. And we've both experienced different situations. The closer and closer you get to your vision, the more and more hate you're gonna encounter. Things. The closer you're getting close to your vision when things get thick. I've been in a position, man, where this was another pivotal moment for me when back on Winners Chapel, it was crazy. That's when I really, really started trying to, brand my business, wearing uniforms and things of that nature. And at that time, the barbers that were working with me, they didn't see my vision. And so they literally tried to start a mutiny against Fadeologist and open up across the street. You know what I mean? And so I was left there with one barber, and that was Jermaine Muhammad. And he hung in there with me, man. And he was able to actually, he actually bought the Fadeologist building from me when I moved on. So that's what it was all about. Jermaine was part of my team. So what did I do? I offered him the shop after I left, and it's all about, the shop was already running like it needed to run. But, again, I wanted to see him win. He was part of my team. And in all honesty, it was too much for me to handle at that time. Just running back and forth.
Right.
And so Jermaine, he took it over. He bought the shop, and he's still doing good to this day, man.
Absolutely, man. Bro, we live in a fast-paced world right now.
That's right.
And due to COVID and Corona, man, it's kind of forcing some people to slow down.
Right.
But bro, you opened the shop, a brand new shop in the midst of Corona. And I want to say this, let me pause, man. There's a cliche that's going around saying 2020 is done. Man, y'all gotta stop saying that.
That's right.
Because what you're doing is just if you're looking at the mirror and you saying 2020 is over with, you saying that to yourself.
That's right. That's right.
You saying that to yourself. And if you're a man, you're not only saying it to yourself, you're saying it to your wife, your kids, your mentees. 2020 is over with if you say it's over with.
That's right.
But I want to go to this, bro. We live in a fast-paced world, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, and in the midst of Corona, you opened up a brand new shop, bro.
That's right.
Bro, how do you continue to stay ahead of the curve, bro? In your industry, how do you, because, bro, it's just facts. you stay ahead, bro.
I
You
appreciate
stay
it.
ahead and you stay with the momentum behind and pushing you.
Right. That's right.
Bro,
That's right.
how are you able to stay ahead, bro?
You said it earlier. Vision. I knew what I wanted to do, but I had no idea coronavirus would try to slow me down. You know what I mean? The whole process, the shop opened up on May 19th, and it was supposed to open up back in March. But we started the process January of 2020. You understand? At that same location. You know, I went there several times. The landlords and I, we negotiated. And all this negotiation takes a lot of time, especially if they have other people interested in, occupying that particular space. And so, again, it's just about vision, man. Uh, it's not like I woke up 2 months early and said, hey, we're going to open up this barbershop. Had I done that and not been prepared, then we wouldn't be here. So again, man, a lot of times we sit up and do things over and over and over again. And trust me, don't always believe that cliche about insanity. You have to do it over and over again. You know, if you want to lose weight, eat less every day. Continue to do that. I promise you, you'll get where you want to be. If you want to get muscles, you can do the same. You can do 100 push-ups every night. That's the definition of insanity, right? Do 100 push-ups every night. Trust me. If you keep doing it over and over again, you're going to see results. It's the same thing in business. You know, every night when I come home, I decompress by coming in my office doing work. You see what I'm saying? I have to come in my office, spend 30 minutes to an hour of just decompressing, getting my thoughts out, you know, looking back at how my day went. And even in the midst of that, if I can't do it when I first come home, it depends on if I get home when the kids are asleep. If the kids are up, I'm going to be with them until they lay down.
Right.
Then,
Right.
we'll take care of wifey, make sure she gets some quality time, and then I'm back in my office. And it's just that repeated habit of doing things over and over again. You know, you hear the whole thing about insanity, but then they say you have to do something 21 times for it to become a habit. Well, if you're doing something 21 times, isn't that, quote unquote, that definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results? Well, for me, I do. I do things over and over again, and I expect different results. Of course, you know, you have to tweak things here, tweak things there, but you couldn't mime like you mime unless you did what? Did the same thing over and over again. Steve Harvey said that the jokes that he used to get paid $700 a night for, now he gets paid telling those same jokes. He gets paid $7 million for telling the same jokes over and over again. So my point is, those numbers probably weren't correct, but you get what I'm saying. You have to just continue to do things over and over again until you become good at it. Matter of fact, until you become great at it. You know?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, bro. You know, with the way you have Fadeologist branded, bro, and this is probably just for my business owners out there, bro. How important is branding, bro? Because you know there are businesses or startup businesses that are not consistent with their branding. How important has branding been for your business, for your company?
Well, branding is what has gotten us thus far. And branding, again, is doing the same thing over and over again until people get it. You know, it took me 15 years of using a logo over and over again before we even deviated from the colors. Now you can get a Fadeologist t-shirt in any color that you want. But we stuck with with our basic black, white, and green t-shirts. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Years, man. And branding is so important. You know, it's advertisement. Marketers say that people don't see things one time until they've seen it 7. And by the time they see it, they think it's the first time. But, you know, when you come to the shop, the first thing you see on the outside is Fadeologist. When you walk in, you look at the receptionist desk, you see our logo. Sorry about that, my brother.
No, you good. You good. You good.
So once you get past the receptionist, then you look at the uniform.
Right.
By the time a first-time customer leaves the barbershop, they've been beaten up with the logo since they
That's
got
right.
there. You see
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
And
right.
then I'm gonna give him my business card.
Right.
And if they buy something, I'm gonna put the products in a Fadeologist bag. And that Fadeologist bag,
Gotta be.
it's gonna be recycled. You see, you put the product in the bag. You never know. I make people take my bags because you never know who's gonna see the bag on the outside.
Right.
So once they get home, they'll probably put my bag on the counter before they even put up the product. So they get to see the product again once they get home, or the brand once they get home. Now they take the product out the bag, they put the little plastic bag in a special place. All right. What do people do with plastic bags? They recycle them. They turn them into trash bags. So now when you throw it out your trash, you're thinking about Fadeologists. But no, it's not done there. When that trash gets to the trash processing place, wherever the landfill, guess what's gonna be there? A Fadeologist bag. You see what I'm saying? So we branded, brother, all the way.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man. You know, bro, that's a winning mindset. Nephew Views, I see you on the check-in. Mr. J. Kelly, I see you. Joseph, I see you on the check-in, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Miss Mayfield, I see you on the check-in. Man, bro, we touching on so many keys when it comes to winning mindset, the winning mindset. And you've managed, bro, to consistently knock it out the park, bro. And the reason I say that is because people don't see what happens on the back end. All they see is the logo. They see the beautiful shop, but they don't know what it took in the mud, bro. They don't know what happened in the dirt. Right. And this is why I like having these conversations and dialogue, because some people just don't know how to get started.
That's right.
Some people don't know how to put a plan together. They don't know about scheduling. All they might know is just work. And from what you're telling us today, that's how you started, was just working. All you started just cutting. And over time, you started realizing, man, this is what I need to be flowing in. Now, bro, when you started cutting back in college, when you picked up your first set of clippers, bro, did you know that you needed a barbershop? What made you pick up those clippers, bro?
Man, I picked up those clippers when I was 14 years old. I had a partner at work. He said, "Hey man, do you have a pair of clippers?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Well, would you mind cutting my hair?" I said, "Come on, let's make it happen." And bro, believe you me, that first haircut was probably a disaster in most people's eyes, but he was happy, and that's what really kind of gave me the confidence to keep going. And believe it or not, literally, when I say started in the mud, I started in the mud, bro. I was literally holding the wires together, trying to keep the clippers on. You see what I'm saying? And the clippers broke halfway through the haircut. So I know it was a disaster. But my father, literally the next day, he bought me a pair of clippers. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of times, man, you have to have people that buy into your vision, not just the people that you want to necessarily inspire, but sometimes, man, just through your actions, you have to allow people to see your vision so that they can help you. You see what I'm saying? So my dad saw my vision. He saw, hey, my son is trying to cut hair. Let me help him out with his vision. You know what I mean? So again, people that feed into your vision may not be the ones that work for you. It may just be somebody that wants to help. And I've been in that position many a times, man. People just want to help. You know, if you build it, believe you me, they'll come. You know, you think that, you know, starting your own business, you think the first business is hard? The second one is harder because you have more to lose. Back then, I had a I don't care attitude. You know, so what if I fail? Well, you know, it took me several years to start. You know, I've had 2 barbershops, And remember, I sold that one. But then to start that second barbershop, man, I have 2 kids, have a wife. I was no longer by myself. So I had a lot more to lose. But guess what? I'm going to die trying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the worst thing that can happen is that I fail. Once you get that attitude there, there's nothing that can stop you. So what? If you fail, just get up, try again. You know, Thomas Edison tried to create the light bulb thousands of times before it finally lit. And we're still living beyond that light today. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and of course, we all know who really started the light bulb, but Thomas Edison, quote unquote, gets the credit. So.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Bro, you said something. I think personally, the biggest failure is not trying at all.
That's correct.
Because sometimes I've been in positions where I should have went ahead and jumped out there and did it, but I sat back and didn't even try, and I started seeing the things manifest through somebody else.
Oh, that's a hurtful feeling.
And so, you know, bro, to the viewers that's watching, I encourage you to just like Jay did, just get out there, because you never know who is watching that can help add to your vision.
That's right.
And then there's also a saying, work in silence. I'm like, make a lot of noise while you're working, because you never know who will be able to help fund your vision, or be able to give you nuggets along the way, or can just be someone that's there to encourage you.
Exactly.
But because we try to keep everything to ourselves, and we don't want nobody to know what we have going on, we miss out on opportunities a lot of times because we want to keep everything closed up.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Bro, outside of your parents along your journey and the gentleman that offered you the opportunity to get your shop, who inspired you along the way, bro? And how did they inspire you?
Man, to be honest, I was just inspired so much by my original employers, Walter, Stanley, and Johnny Lewis. Again, they were the owners of Stanley's Barbershop. And man, just seeing the passion that they had, I had never seen a barbershop like that. You know, the barbershops that I've been to in the past, they really weren't, they had a great spirit, but they really weren't upkept. They weren't really kept up the way I felt they should be. And this particular barbershop, I love the fact that the same thing that that you see when you come to my shop, you know, no cussing, and you know, we're just a family-oriented environment. That's the seed they planted in me. So I'm just a piece of Stanley's Barbershop. You know what I mean? Now known as the Master's Den. And I mean, man, they always welcome people in. They were always helping people out. And all, you know, all those seeds that they planted were also planted in me. So those were my mentors. You understand what I'm saying? They taught me how to run a business. You see what I'm saying? And to be honest, most of the learning that I received came from watching. It's so important to look and listen. You see what I'm saying? And show interest. And they taught me so much, man. And again, most of what you see outside of decoration, but just the integrity of a fadeologist, I got that from them. You see what I'm saying? So again, I'm eternally grateful to them for just giving me an opportunity and allowing me to learn. And also that's where, you know, I received my barber license as well. So, you know, it's important, man, regardless of who we hang around, you know, either people are going to plant good seeds in your life or they're going to plant bad seeds in your life. Somebody's going to influence somebody. So I would rather take a chance at being with someone that's positive, man, with hopes that, you know, I can learn from them and have them plant seeds in my life. You know, there are two types of friends. one friend that makes a deposit in your life and other friends that make withdrawals. You know, who do you want to be with? You know, you want to be with those people that what? Make those deposits in your life. You see what I'm saying? And so those are the people that, you know, I try to hang around. And I've been really, really fortunate and blessed, man, to have you know, some of my main cats, man. You know, they're entrepreneurs. We sit up and talk about entrepreneurship, the struggle through this whole COVID-19. And again, just, you know, me putting myself out there for someone to listen to helps them. But at the same time, it helps me also. So again, that's part of that winning mindset. You know, people on your team don't have to do the same thing that you do.
No,
you know,
sir.
you said it many, many times before how you surround yourselves with people that you can learn from. Not necessarily earn from, but learn from. And so, you know, when you take that type of attitude, man, people are gonna want to help you out. You see what I'm saying? There's no such thing as a self-made man.
No, sir.
No way. Impossible. We all have people that help us along the way, that help us during the good times and the bad, bro. So, and that's just part of having that winning mindset. You got to have winners around you. You know, when you're down, they got to be able to lift you up. You see what I'm saying? I've been down many a days, and here you come to get your haircut. You just don't know how much you've inspired me, man. You know what I mean? And I saw you when you were in the mud. And guess what? Well, you just shook it off now, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely, bro.
So, man, you know, that's what it's all about, man. And I appreciate you just being in my corner, bro. You know, holding me accountable, and I respect you more than you know, man.
Much love. Yes, love. Sir. We getting close before Instagram give us this timer, man. I want to, as we head into Monday, the Sunday night, top of the week. A lot of people like to think Monday is the top of the week, but Sunday is the top of the week where I feel like it's the most important day of the week before you get ready to launch into the business world. And there's some people that they're giving up on it next week before it already, you know, they're giving up on Monday before it already hit Monday. They dreading the week. Man, I want you to inspire the people, bro. Let them know that it's purpose out there, that it's hope. They need to believe, bro. I want you to inspire the people for their week to take it, put it in their head, like take control and own your week, bro. Can you inspire the people real quick before we go, bro?
Man, yes, I can, bro. To be honest, do what makes you happy. If you do what makes you happy, you'll be able to monetize that. As you go into this week, don't let nothing stop you. Have a don't care attitude. And when I say don't care, I don't mean be nonchalant, but just move forward. There's nothing in life, you know, before we were born, man, there was an incubation period of 9 months. You dig what I'm saying? So you may be in your incubation period right now. You don't know when your vision is going to be born. So you have to see your vision. You have to plan it as though it's already here. During this incubation, you know, during like a 9-month incubation period, when a baby is being developed, that's your business. BYOB, birth your own business. So it's a process. You see what I'm saying? Before anything starts, you have to have conception. That conception is passion and your gift. Once they meet, you see what I'm saying? That's where conception begins. Then you have to sit up. You have to make sure you're taking the right nourishments. Or the female has to make sure she's taking the right nourishment when she's pregnant. You see what I'm saying? The prenatal pills. Well, you have to have prenatal pills in your life. You have to write down your vision. You have to make sure that you're doing everything. Do all the research that you can during the incubation period. And most babies aren't born with the name. If you have a vision, go ahead on, even before your baby is born or your business is born, name your business. You see what I'm saying? Give that vision a name. All right. And so